Welcome, my beautiful soul, to another episode of Like and Phoenix. I'm Eva Silva, your host, and I'm happy to have you with me today. And today, we're diving into the fascinating world of mindfulness and explore the question, are you awake in your own life or are you still asleep? So let's go. Mindfulness is the key to a more aware and fulfilling life. But why do so many of us struggle with mindfulness and awareness? Why do we live so much on the outside? What does it cost us to remain in this state of mindfulness? And most importantly, how can we improve our mindfulness game with ease? We often get caught up in the whirlwind of daily obligations, work, relationships, and societal expectations. I think you know what I mean. It is easy to lose touch with our own inner self and get carried away by the demands of the outer world. Another point is that we don't want to deal with ourselves. We are, afraid of the answers that lie dormant within us, and at the same time, we are desperately searching for those very answers to our questions. When we neglect our mindfulness practice, we miss the opportunity to truly connect with ourselves, cultivating self-love and live a fulfilled life. So to step in a fulfilled life, self-love, and live our dreams and desires, you have to practice mindfulness because everything starts with mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in the here and now without judgment. It is about recognizing the richness of each moment and embracing the ups and downs of life with an open heart. And by practicing mindfulness, we can develop a deeper self-awareness and tap into our intuition more easily. And with our intuition, we can see the big picture. We act more calmly, which in turn helps us not to get stressed so quickly. We slow down. We get to know ourselves better. We accept ourselves and are thereby centered. So we are centered, we are calmer, we see the big picture, and we can act in a better way because we are not in this fight, flight, or freeze mode where we more distracted and we can't see clearly, okay, what is the best decision for me at the moment or for my company or whatever. And mindfulness brings you to the moment, and because of staying in the moment, you can see more clearly. So this is the magic of mindfulness. And you can imagine it like this. So a little example or a little like an affirmation thing. So it is like a candle that stands outside in the wind. It flickers, is sometimes smaller, sometimes larger, sometimes it points in one direction, sometimes in the other, depending on how the wind blows. It burns, of course, but not really well. When we put the candle inside, it becomes calmer. It takes an evenly sized flame and burns at its pace. So it's centered. So, how you can begin to liberate your mindfulness now? The key is simplicity and gentle consistency. So, you don't have to force yourself to meditate for hours or do complex mindfulness exercises. So they are very good and you can do this from time to time. So they are there and there's nothing wrong with them, but we can do them every day because we are very busy. We have much things to do. So we can do these complex things maybe on the weekends or when we scheduled it really clearly in our calendar. But we should practice mindfulness every day. So we need some super easy things, tools, techniques to do that. So let us explore some practical ways to incorporate mindfulness into your daily life with ease. So one effective technique is to create mindfulness moments throughout the day. So, for example, this can be something like taking a few conscious breaths before we begin a task or we end a task, like this. Or you can savoring every bite of a meal. Or you can be fully engaging your senses when you go for a walk. So this uplifting acts of presence can have a liberating effect on your overall well-being. And as you do so each time, we bring ourselves back to the here and now and calm our nervous systems. So this brings us down and we can see the big picture. Another valuable tool is setting boundaries. So we often tend to put the needs of others before our own. And when we are very clear on that, it's nothing bad on that. But when we forget about ourselves, then it's not really good for us. So we should change that. And when we set clear boundaries and prioritize, like self-care, for example, we honor ourselves and create space for mindfulness because we allow this to do. We allow to honor ourselves, and this uplifts also our self-worth and our self-esteem and the acceptance and the trust for ourselves. So this is very important to set the boundaries and take time for ourselves. Okay, so now I have one short energetic exercise to share with you that you can implement right away to your mindfulness game. So close your eyes when you can. Take a deep breath and imagine a bright light surrounding your body. And as you exhale, imagine this light expanding and radiating love, compassion, and joy. And allow yourself to bask in this warm, positive energy and absorb it like a sponge. So take a few moments to soak in all up. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes and take these feelings into your day and carry them with you. So, well done. Remember, mindfulness doesn't have to be complicated or time consuming. It's about finding what works for you and building moments of presence into your daily lives. So this is the foundation. Here you can start, and you can always uplift your game, but start with the foundation. And before I wrap up today's episode, I want to remind you of the incredible resources you have within you and available to you. And if you're ready to dive deeper into self-knowledge, then use the opportunity to book your free 30 minutes birth chart reading with me and unleash your power and gain valuable insight into your strengths and weaknesses. So you can find the link in the show notes, on my homepage, and also on my social media accounts. And if you're looking for a good starting point, then my ebook, Self-Love with Mindfulness Meditation, is an absolute wonderful resource. It will help you develop regular mindfulness practice and cultivate mindfulness in your everyday life. So that's it for today, my beautiful soul. I hope you enjoyed our conversation about mindfulness and discovered new ways to improve your mindfulness with ease. And yeah, remember, the journey to self-love begins in the present moment. Embrace it, appreciate it, and let it change your life. If you haven't subscribed to my podcast yet, hit the subscribe button now so you never miss an episode. And you can also find me on Instagram and LinkedIn, sharing some motivational and helpful tips to help you on your journey. And if you found today's episode helpful, then feel free to share it with your loved ones and your community. And together we can create a ripple effect of mindfulness and self-love. So thank you so much for tuning in today, my amazing soul. We will hear us again next Tuesday. Remember, you have the power to awake and live your life on purpose. I bless you with light, love, success, health, and wealth. With love, yours, Eva.